Hello all, this is Death from Ace, doing a video of Firefall today. This is a first-person shooter MMO, which is kind of surprising, since so far every first-person MMO that has come out has been a complete failure. The main one that comes to mind is Tabula Rasa, which I think lasted for, to me, a couple months. It might have lasted maybe a year or so, but it's no longer around because it was just bad. This one actually feels good, like the shooting's good, and so far there's not been a lot of problems with it, but it is still in beta, so there will be issues here and there. Mainly rubber banding with enemies. Well, if you shoot them, they'll kind of move around the map like they're speeding up to catch a path that they should have been on, but you interrupted it. I've only had that happen a time or two, but it can happen and might happen later on in this video. Let me turn down the audio a little bit more. I want some gameplay going through. I'll turn the music all the way down. Really cool thing about this game is you can change your class at any time. Well, depending you go to one of these. I don't know what that's going to mean for having multiple characters, because I have two, but it's kind of pointless since you can do whatever you want. So I can't, maybe this will change later on, but I can't think of a reason why you would want more than one character, since you can just do everything. But I've been doing the Assault. That's because when I played I was unaware how to change classes. But let me do Assault and I can show off some of that stuff. I don't even know how I'm going to explain this. I'll do it in a little bit. But I do have an upgraded weapon that I made. My assault rifle I'll never use, so I haven't messed with it. And I have a ability called Crater, which is this. And if there's any enemies nearby, it does a decent amount of damage to them in AoE fashion. You have a jetpack. Mine doesn't last for that long, but that might get upgraded later on, but it's not really necessary so far. This is the second town of the game. I shouldn't even be here. I joined a PvP battleground, and this is where my group was, so it made me come here. I am supposed to be over here. This is all that's open at the moment, as far as I can tell, but I did have a teammate in this area, so maybe this is just kind of the fog of war and I can explore all of this. But I don't know at the moment if this beta is the complete beta of the entire game, or if they have a cut-off section in it, but either way it's more than enough space. The enemies around here tear me up. It's a human race called the Chosen. I'm not entirely sure if they're human, but they look human. I'm probably going to run into some trying to get back to my area that I can actually kill stuff with ease on. Looks like there's some sound issues going on with the newest patch. My jetpack's not making sound, but that could easily just be problems on my end. But since the new patch has been coming out, I've been having more issues than before. Alright, looks like I'll get back to where I was going. I should say the graphics are only on medium, I believe. Yeah, they're on medium. I have no shadows on, and vegetation's on low. That's because that's what the game set me on default, which is entirely possible considering my graphics card is relatively old by now. I have the GeForce 2600. The GeForce GTX 2600. No, my bad, the GTX 260. So that's a couple years old by now, so this game might require something a little bit better, or maybe they just haven't optimized it to where I can do higher settings with my graphics. I tried to set it on high, but there didn't seem to be any difference. but in betas, usually they don't have the textures ready for all the higher resolutions, so medium is just what everybody has until the game's out, or until they patch the higher textures in. You can go third person if you want. I don't like third person myself, but some people might. If you do this in first person, you shoot like this, or you can go like normal. I never used. Oh, accidentally hit one. Meant to hit Q.
Changing max.
The characters sound like the Gears of War characters, which is weird, but they are meant to be, you know, just warrior buff guys. So.
Entering Sin Network.
Alright, the Sin Network is... It's kind of like the Assassin's Creed thing. You go to a main computer in the town, you use it, and you can see everything surrounding that town. I used the one in this town, got everything surrounding that. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, he didn't attack me and it was kind of rubber banding. You can mine these for items, if I can remember what my item is. There we go. There's a quest teaching you how to do this in the game, and I've just been getting it to get these materials. Oh, I need 200 of those. That's going to take a long time. Let me do quest. Yeah, I didn't think I was supposed to be over here. Maybe that's why they're not attacking, but who knows. Maybe the game just knows I shouldn't be over here.
Sessions will no longer be held on the northern beach due to the increasing
Or the game could just be buggy. It usually hasn't been this bad before. I don't think I've ever been north of the town. I've always been down here. Since I'm here, I might as well show the other classes. This class is just the assault. You get big, fairly like medium-sized weapons, and you're used for all around. And you might be able to change moves, but the only one I have so far is the crater. You can get the engineer, which he has this gun that heals your stuff, that shoots. He has his little machine gun, and if you push one instead of doing the jump thing, you get a turret. Place the turret.
Turret deployed.
Looks like my turret was damaged last time. You push E on the turret, you can upgrade it.
Install new hardware.
I'm not entirely sure what the upgrading, like what dictates it. Maybe, because I haven't played this class that much. Like, maybe like 10 minutes, if that. So I have no idea how it knows. Or what, like, you know, what I gave it to let it upgrade. But you got the recon, which is the sniper class. The sniper class's ability, at least at the level 1, is you push one, and the bullets are, I actually don't know, just higher damage, resonating bolt. There's no sway on the sniper. I don't know if that's going to change later. And you get a couple shots with that depending on how fast you do it. Next class is the medic. The medic has a healing beam, and it has the left click. I'm not I'm not entirely sure what the left click does. Oh, looks like... I guess the left click does damage? I don't know, I haven't used it. And the special ability is a healing wave. You have the Dreadnought, which is the god that I'm probably going to play. Last time I did this, the sound messed up, but you have your minigun. The longer you hold it, the more inaccurate it gets. Yep, see, the sound messed up again. Let's have it catch up. Alright, then the right click does like a shield in front of you. The one does a big shield. When I say big shield, it just does less damage. Let's go back to the assault. Yeah, it's going to keep on doing that for a while, so I'll try running to something. Actually, let me just mute it. Yeah, okay. So no sound, because that last time it just kept on going and going and going, so... apparently that's a hard thing to do in games, is the sound effect for any type of minigun. Because in Tribes Assault... I'm trying to think of the new tribes that I've been playing. For some reason I can't think of the secondary title. But the new free-to-play Tribes, the minigun does the same exact thing on that. Or at least used to till they patched it to fix the issue. Let's see if it's still going. Yep, okay. So won't even deal with it. The video probably won't go on much longer. I just want to show some of the cool things that you can do. Oh. These things should freaking just barrel towards you. There we go. And they can fuck you up. These are the money. It's a crystite, I guess. I want to get to the... There's a thing called the Thumper, which is how you can get resources. And there's your... Like even that, I can see the percentage. That means it is a guild quest doing it. Well, no, I say guild quest. It is a group quest that anybody next to it can participate in. I didn't hit any of this. I'm thinking maybe it's just me bugged and nothing's seeing me, because last time I played it was not doing this. But again, they did do a patch that seems to maybe have broke a couple things. But this is a beta, so things are allowed to be broken, and we're supposed to be testing it. I haven't found anything other people haven't reported multiple times yet, so me reporting this issue wouldn't really help anything since it's already been done. Let me get my jetpack back. Oh god. And it's 55%, 100. But I really think when this game is finished and, you know, obviously everything's working as they want it, as they intend it to, this will be a fantastic game. Like, I don't even know. Oh, didn't do that. I don't even know if I have my view distance. Let's turn that up and see what happens. Alright, see, view distance didn't even change what I can see. But again, it's beta, so that will probably end up letting me see all the way out. Because the view, I don't even think that changed anything. Oh, okay, that looks bad. But some people have to play like that. I think I was at like 1,000 something, 1,900. Yeah, see, 1,900 looks exactly the same as the higher up. I'm pretty sure these bullets ricochet sometimes, but probably should have picked a different class. But, you know, I showed how they all worked, and they all have the unique things about them. I don't know why that didn't hit. Maybe I should have got closer. I can go back to town. Oh. Go back to town and show off the crafting that they have. Some of these explode, which I think maybe what those are supposed to be. Maybe not. The ones that explode are terrifying because they will, you kill them, they explode, and you're just dead. Oh, that's, oh god. Last time I had that guy hit me, I died. And I think he has like a shockwave thing that took me out the second time I tried fighting him. But it looks like I leveled up a couple times. Let me kill him, maybe he'll drop me something good. See if this works. Oh. Yeah. Did maybe like 8 hits of damage, which isn't too bad. No item. Oh well. This game reminds me of Borderlands quite a bit. It doesn't have as a cel-shaded look to it, but it's not completely realistic either. Maybe a little bit of mix of cel shading, or that could just be the default settings makes it look like that. I haven't been anywhere in the game, so I don't know if it's the same general looking thing the entire time. Maybe it's for a quest. Oh, that's the help me button. Oh, another cool thing about this game, which I didn't show because I didn't want to die, is when you go down, anybody can help you. It doesn't have to be somebody in your party, at least in this area. If you go down and somebody walks next to you, they can help you get up. It's a lot better than the you have to be in a party to help each other, which usually makes no sense. Just straight up PvP. Straight up PvP, you go into it, you can choose what kind of PvP you want to do, and that's the reward you get for it. Hey people. They have different shops. Trying to find... Here we go. There's no way to get friends, just shooting people and ignoring them. Oh, no, wrong way. Here we go, it's this way. See? He finally gave up. The call-downs are things that you can get to help you. Oh, she only has the sonic detonator, which is the thing I was throwing out on the thing, the little rock deposits to get more items. Alright, this is how you get your items, is you have these little research tabs. You can find them, or you can buy them and you get them. You come over here, go to the manufacturing station, and these are the other two things that were in my inventory. These are nanoplates and refining. This is where you can get weapons, get armor, get out everything that you want. If you have enough minerals, which is the crystallite, there's not an L in there, but that's how I want to say it, crystite and coralite. I have enough of those so I can make the salt level 3 reward. Put it in here. You start with 1, but I bought the second tier just because it takes a little bit of time. Normally it's been like 15 seconds. But I imagine the items later in the game could take a lot longer than that. If you go to this one, these are your, well, like it says, it's through your refining process. This one I can take all my core light ore and turn it into low density refined core light, which is used for other things like this, like that item takes it. Or I can get this one. Looks like it's the same thing, but this one 37 minutes to learn that one. This one's 7 minutes. So yeah, obviously they jump in time quite a bit. The other items I had, the thing that I was at with the other people that I guess I should have took a better look at it, is a thumper. Thumpers drill into the earth and get you minerals. You can buy these and do them yourselves and defend it against the enemy and you get the rewards for it. Or there's the group quest, which is what I was at, and I think if you stay long enough you get stuff from that as well, because that's how it's worked in other games like Warhammer and Star Wars The Old Republic. But I don't know how it works in this game, but generally that's how it works. Anybody can come up to it and help, and you get rewards if you stay long enough. The scanner hammer is what lets you find the resource deposits for the thumper to go into the earth and get, kind of like mining for oil. You have to know where it is, then you use it. And this is just all the stuff I've got from playing the game so far to make my items. I don't know if that's the entire crafting system. I hope it expands beyond that, because it seems very limited, and I really like expansive crafting myself. But for what it is, it seems like it could easily go more in depth with you finding materials, and then it would just be like anything else, just everybody can make everything. At least that's how it is looking to me. And as I level, I'll get more abilities, which, see, I wasn't sure on what I would get. I get overcharge, burst of speed. What does this one do? Furious damage. I'm actually interested in what the engineer would get. Let's let me change, which I guess what I should have been coming. Alright, now I got that on. Now I can put the crater. Oh, it gets tied to your gear. So this one has the crater tied to it. I did not know that. This one just had more health, so that's why I've been using it. Okay, that makes sense. So why you would need more of the same item. Good thing I didn't sell those. Let's see what the engineer gets. Okay, I've seen people with this. It's well, like it says, it's a repair station. That seemed pretty cool when I saw other people use it. Weapon upgrade slot. Force field. Perceived shield. I saw somebody use that too. It just looks like a arc. Then it's the little shield that goes into it. New ability to be announced. Alright. Deployable that knocks back and drains enemies. Probably their energy, so they can't use abilities on you. Then repair stage 2. Heals. Oh, that's awesome. The only other one I really care about is the recon. The other two, you can kind of imagine what they would get. Let's see what I get. Long range mine. Shoot them. Oh, you actually shoot the mine. I was just thinking you would throw it really far. Slows down your target. Cool. Throw a beacon, teleport to it, and 6 seconds later. Oh, that's cool. So you could throw it, then if somebody, I guess in PvP, if your enemy didn't see you throw it, you can like get behind them, then kill them. Then that's the one you already have, a larger blast radius. Ammo becomes explosive bullets. Huh. Oh, that is cool. See, I didn't know that's what it was doing. I figured it just did more damage on the initial shot. So I guess if you shoot somebody, maybe it'll explode automatically, or it's the delayed explosion. Well, I just learned a lot of new stuff about this game. So it kind of works out that I took the time to look through it to explain as much as I could in this video. Thank you for watching.